be honest, it kind of feels illegal for me to listen to that song. Mario Judah has been one of the most insane viral sensations to recently pop off. He went from being this unknown producer to suddenly having millions of plays across all streaming platforms, and in less than 2 months going from 57 monthly listeners on Spotify to just over 1 million. There have been viral sensations in the past, but I have not seen anything, and I mean anything, like this. I'm sure the first time you heard one of his songs, it was one of two places, either on Twitter or on TikTok. His song Die Very Rough first blew up on Twitter. Fortunately, he did include the link to the song in the tweet. That music video, as of now, is up to 5 million views. And for an artist who was unknown even a month ago, this is insane. The song, pretty soon after going viral on TikTok. That sound was taken down, so all the videos that were associated with it are now silenced. However, some TikTok creators just reposted it with the sound, so there's still a way to kind of find it. And even though he blew up on Twitter, it wasn't really until he blew up on TikTok that he really started to grow. A big part of that is that on TikTok, it's actually really easy for artists to blow up now. We've seen it countless times. I've talked about it before in previous videos. And Mario Judah just so happened to be one of the rappers that happened to. Now, before he actually started making music like this himself, he was actually a producer for the past 3 years. In an interview we had with One Room Media, he went over how when he first started making beats, he was pulling 18, 16-hour days just to make sure it got in.
I looked at the bigger picture. I mean, the first day I hopped on FO Studio, you know, the program that I make beats on, it took me 18 hours. I sat there for 18 hours and worked on that beat and perfected it, finished it, went to sleep that day, got back up, did another 16 hours on one beat.
He put in the grind, he put in the hustle, he put in the work. The problem is that the artists he was making beats for weren't that dedicated to their music. He was super dedicated to making these beats. He really wanted to make something go viral. He really wanted to help other artists grow and just grow his career overall. But due to lack of effort by the artists he was trying to help by making the beats, he didn't really go that far over the course of 3 years. And then out of nowhere, he decides to start making music himself. And his current music he also produces himself. And over the past 3 years, if he didn't spend that time working on producing music, I honestly doubt that he would have been able to do anything like this. He also has a few other songs, one of them being a cover of DaBaby's Rockstar.
It ain't a nigga gave me nothing. I'm ready to hop out on a nigga, get the boss. Now you heard me say you play, you late, don't make me push the button. Pain dropped enough tears to fill the fucking buckets. Going for buckets, I bought a chopper, I got a bitch, I'm out 100. Ain't going for nothing, I'm ready to air it out on these niggas, I can see them ready.
And as you can tell, he straight up bodied that track. In the few tracks that Mario Judah has put out, he has done an insane job at combining rock music with rap. It's been done before, but he's doing it in his own way, with a completely unique and unheard of sound, which I feel like is a big part of why he went viral. Not only did Die Very Hard have some sort of like comedic capability just due to the lyrics in the song,
I'm the predator of the prey that is hiding. Oh my, I have found you, nigga. Don't you run from me, little nigga.
he also came in with something that really nobody's ever heard of before. But on top of all of this, a lot of it was fate. One Room Media reached out to him regarding doing an interview and potentially shooting music videos. Mario Judah was living in Atlanta at the time, and One Room Media is in Maryland. Mario Judah's dad just so happens to have had a truck route a few days after they'd reached out to him, which just so happened to go to Maryland, just a few miles away from where One Room Media is. Once he got there, he did multiple interviews, filmed a couple music videos, and blew up. And this past weekend was on the Rolling Loud live stream. Rolling Loud is a pretty big deal. I know that this year it was live streamed on Twitch instead of performed in real life, but Rolling Loud is still a very big deal. And the fact that a guy who nobody knew of a month and a half ago gets onto Rolling Loud this quickly just shows how much talent people really see in him. Now, I know that the first time you hear his song Die Very Rough, you might not be thinking that he has a ton of talent. And honestly, I kind of thought the same thing at first. But the more research I did, the more I found that wasn't true. The more I found that Mario Judah is insanely talented. We heard that a second ago when I played his cover of DaBaby's Rockstar, but you can really hear his talent and all of his potential when he went on Instagram Live and sang Hard on Ice by Rod Wave.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I put my heart on my sleeve.
This dude has insane talent and insane future potential. In fact, at the Rolling Loud Festival, he actually had Trippy Red go up to him.
Mario Judah! Rockstar! Yeah!
Turns out Trippy Red is a fan of Mario Judah.
Nah, I've been waiting to meet you, bro. Your shit going crazy, bro. I was up all night on my stream one night, and my brother kept saying your song in the mic. And they showed me your shit in the car. I'm like, yo, this shit really sound like rock, bro.
And when you have an artist like Trippy Red backing a guy like Mario Judah, you kind of know there's got to be something in him. Now to backtrack a second to the Rolling Loud live stream, Mario Judah dressed up as basically the Grim Reaper. And the conversation that he had during an interview right before his performance was a little bit interesting.
So explain this. This is one question I got for you. When you say nigga, a lot of people are assuming nigga.
Obviously, I can't repeat anything that was said in the interview, but you get the point. If you go and start watching some interviews by Mario Judah, you realize that for his music and his stage performance, it's all just an act. It's a different personality separate from who he actually is. Mario Judah is this person he created that's super aggressive, honestly a little bit crazy, but he himself is Mario Douglas. Mario Douglas is this super calm dude who's super positive, loves to grind, loves to hustle, and is really into things like manifestation.
Everything that lines up, and you know, just everything that's just been happening is just, it just lines up with the manifestation. It's just meant to be, and it was just a blessing. Like,
another thing he brings up in one of his interviews is that when a lot of other people would have been in his place, they would go out, party, do tons of drugs, drink, and just go all off and say, I've made it.
It's not time to party. It's not time to drink up and bad bitches here, you know what I'm saying, smoke up, drink up. It's not time for this. It probably is time for that, but in my mind, it ain't time for that yet. You know what I'm saying? It's still more work to do. It's still more grinding to do.
But for Mario Judah, he recognizes that he's just starting. Even though he's had a viral song, doesn't really mean a whole lot to him. He kind of looks at it like, cool, what's next? This dude is planning ahead, preparing for his future, and is ready to grind and make more and more music. I truly, truly expect Mario Judah to be one of the biggest rappers over the next few years. I don't usually say that when somebody goes viral like this, but for his case, it's a little bit different. Because even though it was luck that his dad just so happened to have a truck route to Maryland, the 3 years of hard work and hustle that he put in, of making beats, producing music, and working with rappers, is really what got him here. But if he wouldn't have put in that work ahead of time, he wouldn't have been discovered by One Room Media a few months ago, and he wouldn't have had the song blow up, so he wouldn't have performed in Rolling Loud, and he wouldn't have been where he is now. And all this work he's put in has really proven to benefit him. On top of now having over 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify, he's amassed tens of millions of plays on his songs, and stayed #1 on the Spotify Viral 50 for multiple weeks, and at the time of me recording this, he's at spot #2. So he's still up there, he's still getting tons and tons of views on his music, and tons of plays. And on top of all of that, what also really played into him going viral is his unbeatable energy. We definitely really saw that during his Rolling Loud performance.
Enemies, don't give them mercy.
He goes insane. So was there definitely a little bit of luck involved with this happening? Yeah, he had a bunch of things fall in line for him right at the right time that all helped him get to where he is now. But like I said, if he wouldn't have gone through these 3 years of work, there's no way this would have happened. So after learning all of this, I truly respect Mario Judah. He honestly deserves to be where he is now. And I really respect the fact that he recognizes that he's just starting. Most rappers, they aim to get 1 million plays on one song and think they've made it. But not him. He knows that he's got more work to do, he knows he has more music to make, and he knows that right now is not the time for him to lay back and party. He knows that right now is the time for him to continue going at it, and for him to become one of the biggest rock rappers to exist. And I'm really curious to see where he takes his music over the next few years. But with all that said, let me know what you guys think about Mario Judah. He definitely has a very interesting story, and definitely an interesting blow up. But with all that said, if you guys haven't already, make sure to click the link down below and join my Discord server. I built that server to be a place for rappers, producers, and rap enthusiasts like myself to come together, find new music, and work with each other, and help each other grow, and possibly get to a point like this where Mario Judah is. So if that's something you'd be interested in, make sure to click that link and join the Discord server. Now, if you have stayed till the end of this video, chances are you will like the rest of the videos that I post. So you should subscribe so you don't miss out on any other future videos I post, and go and click on the playlist that's popping up on screen, and go and binge some of my content. But with all that said, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.